After the age of 60, many people begin noticing that their skin changes in a very unusual way. It is not just about wrinkles. The skin starts becoming thinner, drier, creepy like paper, and loses its elasticity very quickly, especially on the arms, neck, chest, knees, and the backs of the hands. Many people think, that is just aging. It is unavoidable. But the truth is, most cases of crepey skin do not happen simply because you are getting older. It happens because the skin is gradually losing the four things it needs most: collagen, natural moisture, healthy blood circulation, and the ability to repair damaged cells. When we are younger, the body constantly produces new collagen to keep the skin thick, firm, and elastic. But after the age of 60, that process slows down significantly. According to research published in the Journal of Investigative Dermatology, collagen levels in the skin can decrease by around 1% every year after middle age. At the same time, blood circulation beneath the skin declines, the skin loses its ability to retain moisture, and the protective skin barrier gradually weakens. That is why the skin does not just become wrinkled, it also becomes thinner, drier, and looser over time. And here is something many skincare advertisements never tell you. A lot of creams only make the skin look more moisturized for a few hours, but they do not address the deeper causes such as poor circulation, low oxygen supply, chronic inflammation, and collagen loss happening from within the body itself. The good news is, some very small daily habits can actually help improve these underlying processes. You do not need a complicated routine. You do not need 10 expensive skincare products. Just a few minutes a day focused on the things aging skin needs the most. In today's video, we are going to talk about 7 simple habits supported by research in dermatology, aging science, and circulation health. These habits may help support skin hydration, improve blood circulation, reduce oxidative stress, support collagen production, and improve the appearance of thin, crepey, aging skin. Some of these habits take only 20 to 30 seconds. But if you stay consistent, you may begin noticing changes in your skin within just a few weeks. And make sure to stay until the end of the video, because the final habit is not a moisturizer, not a serum, but a breathing technique that many recent studies suggest may help improve circulation, reduce inflammation, and support the body's natural cell repair process. Before we begin, let me know in the comments below, which area of your skin has changed the most with age? Your arms, your neck, or the backs of your hands? I genuinely read many of your comments. If I had to choose the simplest habit for older adults to begin taking better care of their skin, I would choose this. Wash your face with cool water for about 20 seconds every morning. It sounds almost too simple. But sometimes the most basic things are exactly what the body needs most after the age of 60. As we age, blood circulation beneath the skin begins to slow down. The blood flow carrying oxygen and nutrients to the skin is no longer as strong as it once was. That is why many people notice that their skin looks duller, becomes slightly puffy in the morning, and loses its natural healthy firmness. Cool water may help support part of this process. When the skin is exposed to cool temperatures, the tiny blood vessels beneath the skin briefly tighten. Then, as the body warms back up, blood flow increases again to rebalance the temperature. This process helps stimulate microcirculation beneath the skin, something especially important for aging skin. Some dermatology studies also suggest that short, mild exposure to cool temperatures may help reduce puffiness, calm mild inflammation, and temporarily make the skin appear firmer. The important thing is, you do not need ice-cold water. Especially for older adults, water that is too cold can feel uncomfortable and may increase cardiovascular stress in some sensitive individuals. Cool, comfortable tap water is more than enough. The method is very simple. After washing your face or showering in the morning, gently splash cool water onto your face, your neck, and the backs of your hands for about 15 to 20 seconds. Afterward, gently pat the skin dry with a soft towel. Do not rub harshly. Older skin is much thinner and more delicate than younger skin. If you would like, you can also combine this habit with a few slow, deep breaths while rinsing your face. This can help the body relax and support the nervous system in reducing mild stress at the beginning of the day. One interesting thing is that many people do not realize how closely the skin and circulation are connected. When circulation beneath the skin improves, the skin often appears healthier, warmer, and more vibrant overall. I have heard many older adults say, after a few days, my skin did not suddenly look younger, but it looked healthier and more alive. That is actually a positive sign, because the real goal is not to make 70-year-old skin look 20 again. The goal is to help aging skin become healthier, less dry, and able to maintain the best possible quality over time. And sometimes, a small 2-0-second habit each morning can be the gentlest way to begin that process. But in reality, one of the areas that reveals aging most clearly is the hands. After the age of 60, the skin on the hands often becomes drier, thinner, more wrinkled, and begins to develop a crepey, paper-like appearance. This happens because the skin on the hands contains far fewer natural oil glands than many other parts of the body. Over the years, the hands are also constantly exposed to soap water, sunlight, and cleaning chemicals. Over time, the skin's natural moisture barrier gradually weakens. As a result, the skin not only loses moisture more quickly, but also becomes more easily irritated and visibly aged. That is why one very small bedtime habit can make a surprisingly noticeable difference. Gently massaging a small amount of extra virgin olive oil into the hands for about 20 to 30 seconds. This is not a miracle trick, but scientifically speaking, olive oil contains several compounds that may benefit aging skin, especially vitamin E squalene and antioxidant polyphenols. These substances may help reduce moisture loss from the skin, soften the outer skin layer, and protect the skin barrier from becoming even drier and more cracked. Some dermatology studies suggest that extra virgin olive oil may improve skin hydration when used consistently in moderate amounts. This may be especially helpful for older adults whose skin tends to become drier as natural oil production declines with age. The important thing is not to use a large amount. Just a few drops are enough. Place a few drops of oil into your palms, rub your hands together gently to create a little warmth, then softly massage it onto the backs of your hands, your fingers, and the driest areas of the skin. This gentle massage has benefits of its own. When the skin is touched and massaged, softly local blood circulation may temporarily increase. That can help the skin look softer and healthier after moisturizing. In addition, the simple act of a short massage before bed can help many people feel more relaxed. And, interestingly, good sleep is directly connected to skin health. During sleep, the body performs many important repair processes, restoring the skin barrier, reducing inflammation, and regenerating skin cells. That is why nighttime skincare is often far more effective than many people realize. I once met a man in his 70s who worked in woodworking. He told me his hands were always rough and slightly cracked during cold weather. After a few weeks of consistently using a small amount of olive oil before bed, he did not say that his hands looked young again, but he said something far more realistic. My skin feels much less dry and much more comfortable. And honestly, that is the real goal of skincare in older age. Not trying to erase every wrinkle, but helping the skin become less dry, less uncomfortable, and healthier over time. However, there is also one important thing to keep in mind. Olive oil is not suitable for everyone. Some people with very sensitive or irritation-prone skin may feel that it is too heavy or occlusive. If you notice itching, redness, or a rash, it is best to stop using it and switch to a gentler product. For many older adults, just 20 to 30 seconds each evening can sometimes be a very simple way to help the skin feel cared for again. There is something many people overlook when talking about skin aging. Skin does not only need nutrients, it also needs movement. After the age of 60, the activity of collagen-producing cells begins to slow down noticeably. At the same time, blood circulation beneath the skin also becomes weaker. When that happens, the skin often becomes thinner, less elastic, and more prone to sagging. That is why more dermatologists today are paying attention to something very simple: gentle daily facial massage. Not aggressive massage, not expensive devices, just a few soft movements using the fingertips for about 30 seconds. It may sound too small to make any real difference, but in reality, the skin is an organ that responds very strongly to gentle touch. Beneath the surface of the skin are tiny mechanical sensors. When they are stimulated gently, they send signals to skin cells that may help support circulation, repair processes, and the activity of fibroblasts, the cells involved in collagen production. Some studies in dermatology and physical therapy suggest that gentle facial massage, when practiced consistently, may help temporarily improve blood flow, reduce feelings of tightness or stiffness, and support skin elasticity over time. This may be especially beneficial for older adults whose circulation beneath the skin naturally declines with age. The most important thing is this: the massage must be very gentle. Older skin is much thinner and more delicate than younger skin. If you pull too hard or rub too aggressively, the skin can actually become irritated or damaged instead. You can follow this very simple method. After washing your face or before going to bed, apply a small amount of gentle facial oil or moisturizer. Then use your fingertips to move in small circular motions from the chin upward toward the cheeks, from the corners of the mouth toward the temples, and gently around the neck area. Spend only a few seconds on each area. There is no need to use strong pressure. If your skin stays red for a long time after the massage, that is usually a sign that you are pressing too hard. One interesting thing is that many people think massage only affects the surface of the skin. But in reality, the feeling of relaxation it creates may be just as important. When the body experiences long-term stress, cortisol levels can remain higher than normal. Over time, chronic stress has been linked to inflammation, reduced cellular repair, and faster skin aging. Slow, gentle, relaxing habits like a short massage before bed may help the body shift into a more restful state. And good sleep has always been one of the most important anti-aging therapies of all. I once met a woman in her 60s who told me she did not like using too many skincare products. But every evening she spent about 1 minute gently massaging her face and neck while applying moisturizer. After a few weeks, the first thing she noticed was not that her wrinkles had disappeared. Instead, she noticed that her skin felt less dry, looked more alive, and her face appeared less tired in the morning. And honestly, that is a very realistic kind of improvement. Because caring for aging skin is not about erasing time. It is about helping the skin function as well as possible at its current age. And sometimes just a few gentle movements with your fingertips each day can be a simple way of reminding the body that this skin still deserves nourishment, healthy circulation, and proper care. There is something that happens to the skin after the age of 60 that many people cannot see with the naked eye: mild chronic inflammation and oxidative stress. It sounds complicated, but in simple terms, over time, the skin is constantly being damaged by sunlight, pollution, dryness, lack of sleep, and the natural aging process itself. When the body is young, the skin is able to repair itself fairly well. But after the age of 60, that recovery process slows down significantly. That is why many people begin noticing that their skin becomes more easily irritated, drier, more sensitive, and gradually loses its natural softness. This is also one reason green tea has attracted so much attention from dermatology researchers in recent years. Not because it is some kind of miracle cure, but because green tea contains powerful natural antioxidants, especially catechins and EGCG. These compounds have been studied for their potential ability to reduce oxidative stress, help calm mild inflammation, and protect collagen from breaking down too quickly. Some dermatology studies suggest that topical green tea extract may help improve skin hydration, mild elasticity, and overall comfort in skin that is dry or easily irritated, especially when combined with a cooling temperature. And the interesting part is this: you do not need an expensive product to try it. Sometimes a simple homemade green tea facial mist is enough to help the skin feel more refreshed and comfortable throughout the day. The method is very simple. Brew a cup of pure green tea without sugar, then allow it to cool completely. Pour it into a small spray bottle and store it in the refrigerator. Whenever your skin feels dry, tight, warm, or uncomfortable, you can lightly mist it onto your face, neck, or arms. It only takes a few seconds. What many people enjoy about this method is the almost immediate soothing sensation it provides, especially during hot weather or after spending long hours in air-conditioned rooms. The cool temperature from the mist may help calm mild heat or irritation, reduce feelings of tightness, and make the skin feel temporarily more comfortable. At the same time, the antioxidants in green tea may help support the skin barrier against everyday oxidative stress. However, it is important to understand one thing clearly. Green tea cannot erase wrinkles. No facial mist can do that. But what it may do is help support a healthier environment for the skin. Less dryness, less irritation, and a softer, more comfortable feeling overall. And for aging skin, that alone can already be a very meaningful improvement. I once met a woman in her 70s who said her skin always felt tight, like paper in the afternoon, especially after spending many hours in air-conditioned rooms. After trying a cool green tea mist a few times a day, the first thing she noticed was not that she looked younger. Instead, she noticed that her skin felt far less uncomfortable. And honestly, that is a very realistic result that many anti-aging advertisements tend to ignore. Sometimes, skincare is not about trying to look 30 years younger. It is about reducing dryness, reducing irritation, and helping the skin feel healthier every single day. One important note: if you have very sensitive skin or an active skin condition such as dermatitis, test it first on a small area of skin. And always use pure green tea without added fragrance, lemon, or strong essential oils. Older skin is often much more sensitive to irritating ingredients. In addition, the spray bottle should be replaced regularly since natural tea does not contain preservatives. And sometimes a tiny habit that takes only a few seconds during the day can be a gentle way of reminding your skin that it is still being cared for, still being protected, and has not been forgotten with age. And those are the first 4 simple habits that may help aging skin become less dry, less uncomfortable, and more vibrant over time. The important thing is not trying to change everything quickly, but consistently caring for your body each day through small, steady habits. Before this video ends, let me know in the comments below. Out of today's habits, which one would you like to try first? Cool water massage or the green tea mist? If you found this video helpful, please like the video and subscribe to the channel so you do not miss part 2. In the next video, we will talk about how gentle neck movements may help support circulation for the skin, the role of aloe vera and vitamin C, and how slow nasal breathing may be connected to stress, sleep, and aging skin. And sometimes, just a few minutes of proper self-care each day can create a surprisingly meaningful difference over time.